All things work to the good of them that are called according to his purpose. All things work to the good of them that are called, that are called, that are called. Hi there, Brainwash. This is Joshua there, coming at you today. How you doing? So today I made a realization. Well, it's not something that I wanted to talk to you about some stuff. Okay, I'm a Bible guy. I'm the Bible guy with Christian Universal Life Teachings. I'm the heretic, blah, blah, blah. And I try and do a lot of scriptures. And because of this, I see what Scripture says and blah, 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 and I try and do as much of it as I possibly can. He that does and teaches the least of these commandments should be called great in the kingdom of heaven. If man does not do or teach, he should be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Which is important. It's a good thing to do. You want to do as many of them as you possibly can and teach as many of them as you possibly can. But what happens when you have somebody in your life that wants to do them, but is not able to do them to the ability that you are, but tries? Should you, A, tell them where they're wrong, B, don't just allow them to do whatever they want to, or C, help them when they want it? I was always this guy, like, if you wanted to be in my life, if you didn't want to be in my life, I didn't care. If you wanted to be in my life, I held you accountable to the Scripture. Just like I held myself accountable to the Scripture. If I was wrong, I would admit it, I wouldn't hide from it, I wouldn't lie about it, blah, blah, blah. I was very certain about it. I was just like, no, this is what I need to do. I'm not able to do it. Just let it go, move on. And I kind of expected everybody else to do the same thing. But everybody else has different standards. Everybody else has different focus. Everybody else has different weaknesses. And a lot of people can't do what I do, is just, claim grace. It's like, I can't do that. I'm weak. God forgive me. And a lot of people can't do that. They get on themselves. And there's this one time, and this is going to be relevant once I'm telling the story, but there was this one time I got my tallit, the white, the thing with the garment with the ribbon of blue. And I'm walking out with my family, and this Jewish guy comes up to me, and he says, hey, man, what is that? I'm like, it's a tallit. It's like, well, it ain't a true tallit because you don't have any tzitzits on it. And I'm like, you ain't a real Jew. This is bull. I mean, he basically made me feel, 3 inches big. I was just like, what? Just crushed me. And then in hindsight, when he left and I was, just fuming about it, I realized he wasn't wearing one at all, like zero. I had made mine from scratch. I had worn it that day, and I wore it every day. I wear it every day, everywhere I go. And this guy wasn't even able to wear one that was the right type. And I liken it unto a kid. I have 3 kids, so your kid draws you a painting or a picture with crayon. It's a crayon picture. They're crayon in their pictures. And when you look at these things, you have to judge it according to the fact that the kid loves you, not because you're seeing how good it is or comparing it to other kids his own age or comparing it to somebody even older or whatever. You have to compare it to the fact that this kid made this because he wants his father to be proud of him. Why do I wear my tallit? I wear my tallit because I want my father to be proud of me. Does it have tzitzit? No. Is it supposed to? Yeah. Why don't I put it on there? Because I'm lazy. But at least I got one on, right? I'm wearing one. I made one from scratch. I put it on. I wear it every single day. That counts for something, man. God looks on that and says, you know what? I don't care if he drew outside the lines. At least he's drawing. At least he's doing something for me. At least he's putting himself out there, separating himself from me. When this guy, who's so judgmental and condemning and basically saying, yeah, I'm worthless because I don't freaking have a piece of thread hanging off the corners of my mantle. The point is this. When you have people in your life that want to do God's will, they want to do God's will. You have to let them do what they can. And when they fall a little short, you let it go. You can't hold everybody accountable to the same standard that you hold yourself accountable to. And everybody's different, and everybody has different walk, everybody has different strengths, everybody has different weaknesses. And all we can do is do the best that we can do. And everybody else does what they can. And if somebody asks you how to do it better, then you show them, you tell them, you bring it to their attention. If they mess up, they seek you out. That's the thing. It's like, judge not lest you be judged. If you're going to judge somebody, judge yourself first. How can you take the mote out of your brother's eye if you have a beam in your own? I mean, take out your beam and then you can see the mote in your brother's eye. So it's like you have to check yourself. Say, okay, why are they doing this? What is the purpose? Why are they doing these things? They're doing them to please God. If they're walking out and trying to do God's will, even if it's not perfect, let it go. Let it go. They're doing the best they can. And maybe later on they'll get better. Maybe they won't. It doesn't matter. That's between them and God. Your job is to guide them when they want guidance. And if they don't want any guidance, just let it go and stop judging. I mean, we got to just let it go. We're not any better than them. I need grace hourly. Hourly. I need grace hourly. And God gives it infinitely as long as we are humble. So anyway, I'm the heretic. Just something that had occurred to me, and I thought I'd bring it to yours attention. I will talk at you later. Peace, love, and grooviness forever. Later. What's up?